Hello, this is Leslie Ivy at Restoration Law Center. Today's video is for informational purposes only and is about the California Fair Chance Employment Act. This video does not create an attorney-client relationship, but I do hope it gives you enough information that you can start to think about your rights as a potential job applicant. The California Fair Chance Employment Act became law on January 1st, 2018. The purpose of the law is to help reduce unfair barriers to employment for people with criminal histories. In simplest terms, this law stops employers with 5 or more employees from asking a job applicant about their conviction history before that employer makes a job offer to that applicant. What does that mean for you? It means applications should not have a box for you to check saying whether or not you have a conviction on your record. In an interview, interviewers should not be asking you whether or not you've been convicted of a crime before they offer you a job. There shouldn't be a background check into your criminal history before there is a job offer. Employers are never allowed to ask about things that you have not been convicted for, like arrests that did not result in a conviction. They should never be asking about an expunged record or a sealed conviction. There are exceptions for particular kinds of licenses and jobs, but for most jobs, the employer should not be asking about the expunged record. The employer should not be asking a person if they've been pardoned or if they have received a certificate of rehabilitation. Now, after the employer has made a job offer, the employer can investigate an applicant's criminal background. But they have to make the offer first. Once they make the offer, they can take a look at your criminal background. And if they look at your background and find a conviction that makes them want to take back the offer, they can do that within boundaries. Those boundaries include they have to tell you in writing that they've decided to take back the offer of employment based on the review of your conviction history or criminal history. In writing, they have to inform you about the specific conviction or convictions that cause them to make their decision to take back the job offer. They also have to give you a copy of the conviction history that they relied upon to make that decision, so that you know exactly what they're talking about. And the reason is, under the law, the applicant has 5 days to challenge that decision. The person applying for the job who has received a notice that the employer is taking back the job offer has 5 days to challenge the employer's decision in writing. Those challenges could include things like the information on the conviction report was wrong, or if the conviction information was correct, but there are reasons why it is unimportant or insignificant in making the decision whether or not to hire the potential applicant, the applicant can inform the employer, for example, that the conviction has no direct relationship with the job. So, for example, if job applicant John has a conviction for stealing food from a local store, a petty theft charge, and the job application is for drawing portraits in a public park for an artist, John might argue that there is no direct relationship between his conviction for petty theft in a supermarket with his ability to draw portraits of people in a public park. You may also challenge a decision when you share information about what you've been doing with your life in the years since the conviction. What classes have you taken? What educational goals have you attained? Have you been volunteering or received any certificates from programs such as LA Rise? And why are you still the best person for the job? Of course, it would help you to prepare all of this in advance if you know that your criminal history might come up after you've had a job offer. You might prepare your answers in advance so that you don't have to hurry in those 5 days. You can already have a response ready to share with your potential employer, showing what a great candidate you are. Finally, a potential employer must inform an applicant that they decide not to hire of their right to complain to the Department of Fair Employment and Housing in California. The phone number for the Department of Fair Employment and Housing in California is 800-884-1684. Again, that phone number is 800-884-1684. Now, there's no way that a law can automatically protect your civil rights. You have to take action and stand up for yourself. So if an employer asks about your conviction history, remember that in California, you have rights under the Fair Chance Employment Act. Thank you for your time.